Hello, and welcome to another Monday Fun Day where me and Dina coming together and sharing more tips about the passion unscripted. How do we live from love and with love and through love? And before we dive into today's episode, I just wanted to remind everybody that we have amazing event and this is actually the 14 days masterclass series where we talk about money because money and love goes hand in hand together. And Dina is one of my featured speakers at that beautiful event. So come join us and discover how can we bring more abundance into our life. How can we call in that overflow without overwork, without stress, and just really tap to that abundance where everything is possible. And just a few words about myself. I'm in the field of manifestation. So if you want to manifest more love, if you want to manifest more ease and flow, that's me. And I'm here together with exceptional Dina, who is in charge of all your sexual awareness. And Dina, just say a couple of words about what you are doing in this world.
Yes, thank you so much for the time, Irina. My name is Dina. I live in Aruba. I am a relationship coach and a sex coach, and I do believe sex and spirituality has to marry each other to bring balance in a couple's life. And that's what I teach. I use sexual energy to create what you want and
I
even
love
more.
that. Yes, and today's topic is perfect because Dina said, okay, let's talk about healing energy. How can we actually heal our bodies? Because we know, since we are energetic beings, we know that our energy can do miracles, right? Whatever it is, whether this is health, whether this is relationship, whether this is finances, any area of our life. But today we are focusing more because Gina is the one who always hit with the inspiration what to talk about. And she approached me and she said, let's talk about how our bodies can heal themselves with sexuality, with sensuality. And that's exactly what our conversation is all about.
Yes, I love it. I love this time again. Irene, I like it when I share a topic with you and you ask me, but tell me a little bit more. So,
Mhm.
what happened in your mind when you first saw the topic, the title that I stated? What happened there? Tell me
Well,
all of it.
yes, what happened to me was like, like I know that we all have some kind of trauma, right? Because this is the life experience, whether this is trauma in love, whether this is trauma in health, whether this is trauma with our finances, right? So nobody is escaping this life alive, right? So we all have to have the lessons and experiences and when we talk about the healing, right, that was my first impression when you said heal through sexuality. And for me, the healing word is very much connected to our inner work that we are doing in order to really clear everything that is in our in our subconscious mind, in terms of our experiences that we had in the past that had some kind of negative impact on us. That's why I said, Dina, tell me more about what does it mean to heal. And then you mentioned like healing our body during the cold and during when we are not feeling well. Yeah, so that's exactly what we want to dive in.
Yes, I love it because I want to keep it simple. Because there
Hmm.
is a lot of information out there about traumas, and they are inventing new traumas, even though we have enough. But
Totally.
I'm going to keep it simple about healing yourself with sexual energy, sensual energy, spiritual energy, creative energy, healing your body. And how do we do that? So before we start into diving into that, I would today we're going to explore profound this perspective. What if your body aches and ailments are whispering messages. What if it is that? We never hold still and listen to what the body is really asking. The first thing that comes to mind is being afraid. I need to go to the doctor. I need to message my boss. I need to do this, but we don't keep still and listen what the body is asking. Okay, and it's a whisper from the body because it starts whispering before the ailment. Okay, but we are so into the rat race and we don't listen. Okay, we don't listen to the clues from within that guide us towards healing through sensuality, through presence, and through connection. Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, healing the physical body, and it's all about receiving these messages.
Mm-hmm.
And the body is a sacred temple. Okay, and it's capable to communicate beyond words. But we don't listen. We don't
Mm-hmm.
listen deeply enough. And we can uncover pathways to healing that go beyond medication. Okay, like by only taking a deep breath, lowering your breath. We don't do that. And sometimes we even breathe more heavy during our illness because we are more in our minds than in our bodies, treating the part that is aching with love. So tell me what comes up during this talk, Irina.
Yes, what comes up to me, meditation, because a lot of people do not understand the power of meditation. Like, why do we want to do the meditation? That's exactly what we are doing, because we allow ourselves to drop from the heads to our bodies, because that's where the wisdom lives, and that's how we can connect to our intuition. And again, like you mentioned, bodies always speak before. So basically, bodies is something that connects us with energetic field, because everything first happens on the energetic plane before it drops into the physical reality. And if we start having some kind of symptoms in our body, this is something that we have to pay attention on the energetic level.
Totally with you. Totally with you. But it's easily said than done. You know why? Because I do have clients coming in telling me,
Totally.
yeah, the
Totally,
ailment,
totally. I agree with you
the, sick-
100%.
the sickness, the pain is so painful I cannot even meditate.
Mm.
And there is where we want to talk. You need different kind of meditation for you to listen to your body. You need to know your body, even in pain, during suffering. You need to be in silence. Train your body to be in silence. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so um, discomfort is often a signal. It is not a problem to fix. And I don't know why we reach as humans, because we are the highest spiritual beings.
Mhm.
As humans, we reach at this low level that discomfort is a problem instead of seeing it as a signal and go after what is the signal telling us. Okay, when you experience pain or tension in your body, that's your body's way of telling you something needs attention or care. It's like your house. It's like your temple, your house, your physical house. It has spider webs. You need to clean it up. It has
Mhm.
blood. You need to clean it up. Your body also tells you there is way for it to show you that you need to do some stuff, some cleaning. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to know. Change that mentality that discomfort is a problem For me,
Mm-hmm.
it's a sign, and it's a beautiful sign because your body is talking to you. You're special. So
Totally.
what does something come up that you want to share?
No, I'm totally agree with you. Like, when start feeling these signals, and understand that any ache that we have is connected to the message. That's exactly. And like you mentioned, Dina, it takes practice, because it's one thing to know and it's another thing to embody and to practice, right? It's like when we talk about this work, it's not about just knowing. It's not like you're just reading the book. Just think about it. It's like when you take the book to learn how to bake a cake. Unless you start making it, you would never know how to do that, no matter how many recipes you're going to read, right? Or
Yes,
no matter how much you're going to watch on the videos. The point is, you've gotta get the work done.
yes. And like you said, the point is you need to receive these messages as invitations to
Mm-hmm.
slow down and listen
Mm-hmm.
and respond with tenderness rather than resistance, rather than first thing to go and boost and search for medication to silence it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not telling you need to suffer the pain and not use medication. I'm not the one that needs to tell you that. But it's all about getting to know your body. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to your body at the first signal, you don't need to suffer as much.
Yeah, you know what comes to me? It brings me back to last week, where you were not feeling well, right? How can you connect our conversation right now with your own experience?
Very, very um, personal, but I'm going to share.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some of us are on this earth for other stuff. Okay, we need to take care. So in
Mm-hmm.
my case, I recognized I needed to clean up for another area in the world. So
Mm-hmm.
took my time to do that. Okay, so if you have other responsibilities in the world, you need to do other things. So in my case, it's not my body reflects the world. That's my service to the world. So that's how
Mm-hmm.
my practice. So it's very personal, but that's me as the server, the way I need to serve spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but then I need to slow down, do the work, and recover and continue. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we all need to listen, even though it's you and your body, or you and the world. You need to listen, respond, and be tender. Okay.
Absolutely. You know what comes to me, Dina, as you are sharing? It's
Mhm.
like we are still having these body suits, right? So basically, although as much as we want to do and serve and support, we are still humans who require the rest, right? And that's the first signal. If we are not feeling well, that means that this is the signal for our body to take care of itself and just give yourself a break.
Yes, yes, that's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to say this also, that it's good that you asked me about my personal experience. Um, Healing is not solely physical. It's not only physical. It's also energetic and it is emotional. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you need to know where the area of the pain is, and you need to know the connection, the emotional connection to that area. It's a study. Okay, so we are not going to deeper into that, but it's not only a pain in the heart. Let's talk about that. It's bigger than that. Okay, so and I want, if someone is listening to us right now, and you're curious why I brought this up, because it's, for me, it's very important. Sensuality, because you asked me also, healing through sexual intercourse, something like that. That's what was your question when I told you about the topic. It doesn't matter. You can have sexual intercourse if your pain is not so heavy, but I'm talking about sensuality. It's about breathing slower. It's about rocking yourself. It's about disconnecting from social media. It's about disconnecting from your phone. It's about connecting to your heart. It's the female energy that you need to connect to. So that
Mhm.
was the that's the healing energy. Okay.
Mhm.
So you have a beautiful smile. Tell me all about what came up in you.
No, that's what it's true, because like like again we were talking about here, we talk about intimacy, about sexuality, and that's why I was like, okay, how do we connect this? Because I know, for instance, if I am not feeling well, I am not having this, like desire sexually, right? So that's what was coming for me. I'm like, how do we connect when we are not feeling great, to have that desire and to do something, and how is that all playing out together?
I love this question, Irina. And usually the people ask me this question. And I'm going to answer this, give the same answer that I always give. When you have dirty dishes and you don't feel so good at night, do you leave them overnight? Do you?
I have the dishwasher.
Perfect. You put them in the dishwasher and you put it on.
Right.
Why? There's a
because
reason.
that because first of all, like I have that pet peeve, like no plates in the sink, right? So I have to make sure it's all washed. The same thing with the bed.
And
Like
it
I
doesn't
have
matter.
to,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter if you're sick or if you're not sick. That is hygiene. It's that cleanliness that we need to be bacteria free
Mm-hmm.
and totally clean. And I'm totally
Right.
with you.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with intimacy. I tell every woman, if you are sick, usually it's the women, no, because men don't have a problem with that. If you are sick and the really bad days are over, a week is over, and you don't feel that the libido is still down, you need to
Mm-hmm.
help yourself. You need to turn on that dishwasher. You need to turn
Mm-hmm.
that on, and it will turn on between your ears. You need to
Mm-hmm.
help yourself. Okay, so that turning on is because you know you need to start, the veins between your legs need to start again. You need the cleanliness of your vagina is because you get those orgasms. Those veins are in shape because of those orgasms. The pelvic muscles are tighter because of those orgasms. So you can't um, um, stop them for a big while. For a
Mm-hmm.
short while, it's okay, but you need to be aware what you're doing with your body, and it's needed. Okay, did I respond to your question?
Sort of. So tell me, for instance, obviously when the person has the fever, of course they're not gonna do that, because like you just want to lay down, you just want to sleep, especially when your body is weak. And let's say you start getting better, give me the example, give me the tools, and give me the like real life examples, so I can connect my brain to that.
Okay, every woman should have a bullet. That's the first thing. Every woman should have a bullet on their night table. If you don't have it, and you're listening, you don't have it, you need to acquire one. If you don't know how to, please connect with me and I'll help you, because it's on enticeme.com. Why? Because a bullet is it's a doctor's assistant. hysteria and sickness. That's the way how doctors in the past was helping women to heal themselves, get an orgasm, because then the oxytocin will lower, and it's a medicine, and it's like heroin, it's like caffeine. It takes all the ailment away. So that's why a bullet, you just place it on your clitoris and that's enough. It's not a big work that you need to go and perform with a penis, with a man. No, no, no. I'm not talking about that. A simple bullet, a doctor's assistant. It's not a sex toy. If you know what you're doing, because it's not an act, it's just for to help you get your medication, and that's
Mhm.
to release that oxytocin from your hypophysis. That's how they call it in Dutch.
Mhm.
um, Hypothalamus.
I think
Uh,
so.
yeah, something like that. But you need to release that oxytocin to help you with to relieve the pain. That's if you know that you need that, then you'll do the effort. But if you're not aware and you don't want to practice it, it's okay. Nothing is bad. Everything is good.
Mhm.
This is just information. It's extra
Totally.
information. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
that oxytocin gives you, it's a happy hormone also, because if you were ill, for example, I was ill last week and I was not so happy. I'm usually a happy person.
You
And
are. Yes.
yeah, and I wasn't happy. I was missing that. So I had to go to that area, because for me happiness is very important. So I needed
Mhm.
that oxytocin. So that's why I brought up this title also, because I think it's important for people to know what you're going through. Some of us, even though we have the information, we go through it also, and that's how we handle it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes. So what other tools do we use?
yeah. Tips for cultivating sensual awareness: mindful breathing. Okay, slow breaths, observing the sensation of air entering and leaving the body. It enters cold and it goes away warm. It leaves a warm. Lie down, body scan. Lie down
Mhm.
comfortably. Bring awareness to each part of your body, noticing sensation without trying to change them.
Mhm.
That lowers also the heartbeat. Okay. Sensation focus. Use textures, temperatures, or sounds to heighten
Mhm.
awareness. That also can help. Touch as a tool of connection is also very important. Gentle massages. Take a massage or self
Mhm.
touch if you don't want that. It will um, take away discomfort with mindful attention. Okay,
Mhm.
savoring simple pleasures. Um, Engage in fully with everyday sensations, like tasting of foods, different ice creams. If you have had fever like me, I went out and bought myself an ice cream. It was delicious. So feel the fabric. I like different satin and fluffy fabrics. So I made a lot of use of that. Essential oils for me was very important in that period also. So you need to look what helps you out. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So if we want to leave the audience with the advice, what would it be?
Slow down. Your
I love it.
body, slow down. Your body wants to talk to you. If you have discomfort, it's not a problem. Slow down. And it's
Mhm.
an opportunity to listen to your body, to give it what it is needed, what it is asking you.
I
That's
love it.
today.
I love it. Such a great episode. And again, if you want to learn more, comment, reach out to us, and definitely register for the event because we know that money touches everything. And with money, we have more love, we have more flow, and we have more joy. So financial freedom is something that we all want to tap into. And just come on, check in, especially Dina's interview is fabulous. You do not want to miss it. Thank you so much, Dina, again for this amazing information, for this episode, and sending you lots of healing energy so you can completely recover.
Thank you
And
so
again, thanks for showing up all the time, no matter what. That's exactly the power of commitment. And oh, Maya said something. What is insomnia that you typically do not have? What does that mean?
Okay, what is insomnia that you typically do
Mhm.
not have?
Yeah,
Mm,
I guess probably when she has the insomnia, but it's not like something that she usually experiences. What could that signify in terms of the, like body, what to pay attention on?
I want to know more about Maya, because if I give information now that I don't do that usually. I'm not that I'm not a guru,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a coach. And what a coach
Mm-hmm.
does is I listen. I have a discovery session for me to discover if I am capable to say something about what you have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like I'm capable now, and it's okay. And if you want to know more, don't hesitate to contact me, and then
Yeah,
I'll give
that's true.
you. That's a responsibility that I have towards my job. I'm not a guru.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot just say something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be very honest with you, and I want to see results. If you allow me,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I work.
Yeah, because this could be something, like your emotional health, or it could be anything spiritually, energetically. So this is a great thing, but it could also signifies that we have to slow down, right? Listen and pay attention to what our body tells us. But like Gina said, yeah, the best way is to reach out Maya directly, and Dina can support you more on that. But thanks so much for stopping by and bringing this question. Yes, so we'll see everybody on the next episode. Continue tuning in, continue get curious, because the more we are curious, the more we are learning about ourselves and how to live more beautiful life in love and in light and prosperous. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful day and see you on the next episode. Bye.